Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Gangplank, and they just told me to have oranges, so I have oranges here to eat every single time I use orange in game. We are versus an Urgot. Gangplank is a scaling pick, so is Urgot. I went for a very risky build path because the faster you get to Sheen, the better. But this could be extremely ballsy because I might just get completely destroyed during the early game. We'll see. So the goal is farm okay to Sheen. That's it. If I can get to Sheen, we're okay. How GP works is that you kind of benefit off of your barrels by a lot. I put down one barrel on the ground. They don't cost mana or anything. And what they do is that when you detonate them, they're an AoE, almost like an auto attack. It reduces the, or not reduces, but it shreds 40% armor, which is bonkers strong. So as the game continues, your barrels can crit. Your Q is like a ranged auto attack, but it also can crit, and it applies on hits like Sheen. So when you build Trinity Force, it makes it hit really hard, and if it can crit, then that's going to be very ridiculous when you build like things like Infinity Edge. And if you pair that with your barrels that do 40% penetration, right? Then you will just like crush people in team fights. So the idea is, for me, I'm not the best GP player. Hopefully get to later stage, mid game, and late game with a decent amount of items. And when you do, you can become very, very powerful. So that's all we really need to do. In fact, I even have my item now, so every single bit of gold that I get past this is even better for me. Another thing to know is that my Q can be used to last hit things, and when you last hit with your Q, you get bonus gold. You also get something called Silver Serpents, which are like a separate gold source that's used for ultimate upgrades, which is this 33. So the goal is, also I might get ganked, but I mean, I'm just glad that I was able to get my Sheen, if anything. I just need to walk away from this guy and not fight him because I know that I can't win. He just used his flip though, so I'm hoping that I can just shove this out real fast. I know that he will be able to like freeze on me, but I'm just going to try to leave because I think that I might get ganked pretty soon. Wow, okay, you're going to go further? Sure. I'm going to go buy my item. So, if you can successfully make it so your Q, which can be used on barrels to do an AoE hit, when you do that, that can be done to make your Q, which gives you bonus money, work on multiple minions at once. Then you get into really ridiculous territory where you can generate a huge amount of gold. And if you generate way more gold than your opponent, you can start getting more items, even though you don't get any kills. So, it's important to like try to queue things to get the gold. I'm not that good at mana, like keeping my mana alive, so that's like my problem with my champ. Finally, it's unfrozen. We have First Strike, which is also a super greedy rune page. Normally, you go Grasp if you really want to do stuff, because if your Q procs on hits, right? So if I Q this guy with Grasp, it could be super effective. But thankfully, because the early game wasn't that bad, we have generated 50 gold so far. It will get way more crazy as the game continues, because eventually, when we last it with our Q, with our barrels, we'll be able to get like every single wave. Consider barrels like a mini game. What your passive is that you have your sword becomes empowered with flame, and it will show visually, so it's very clear for the enemy to also see it. Wow, I can't believe we got first blood like that. That's crazy. He was trying to freeze for so long, too. I also have my ultimate now. What a good early game. I just ate my first orange of the game, didn't I? So, we'll eat one. Sorry, GP is a pretty complicated character to explain if you've never played him before, because he has a lot of stuff going for him. Your barrel's also slow, As I've mentioned, they can crit. Your barrels deal bonus damage to champions, so that also hits pretty hard. And it's a minigame. If the enemy hits your barrel when it's at 1 HP, it gets destroyed and does not explode. But if you do it, it explodes. You can also chain it. Dude, if we win too fast, I guess we're not going to be able to, like, showcase, like, GP one-shots. But if you, as the game continues, it also becomes easier to kill stuff because your barrels will slowly... Let me make sure that I get this one. Nice. You see how much money I just generated there? At level 7 and level 11... Actually, is it level 13? Okay, 7 and 13. They begin ticking down faster, and you get more barrels. You start off with 3, then 4, then 5, which is the 7 and 13. So at 7, they tick down faster, so you don't have to wait around, because obviously, otherwise you need to, like, auto-attack and stuff. You can chain the barrels together as long as you make, like, they're touching these rings together, so that's the idea behind that. Another thing that's pretty important, I would say... Okay, I just sidestepped that guy's ability, which is huge. I believe that my champion might counter Urgot completely. Your oranges are OP. What your oranges do is that it removes every type of, like, crowd control, and you also heal yourself, and I believe that means it also cancels Urgot Ultimate, if you did not know. So Urgot Ultimate literally gets canceled by that. I'm just gonna first strike gold, Gen. So as you can see how quickly the barrel now ticks down, is very, very good. Damn, dude. The thing is that he waited because he knows that if I try to fight him and then I use my oranges, I will not be able to do anything, so that's why I lost. I was trying to do one auto attack, but I clearly made a mistake. Wait, how is that guy already dead again, dude? I feel like this guy's just inting. I'm really hoping the game doesn't just, like, automatically mean we win because of how ridiculous my teammate is, but so far, he's popping off hard. So now that we have bonus AD, we can, like, I believe, one-shot the back wave, or we can almost one-shot the back wave. So this is when your gold generation becomes bonkers. I've already generated 161 gold just from killing minions. When you hold down shift, you can read it. When you kill a barrel, it also resets your passive, which is that true damage part. So we can, we don't have as many mana issues, but you should try to always farm if you can with your barrel, like AoE. So I just generated 18 gold out of nothing, right? And then if we continue doing this all game long, we'll eventually have more items than other people, because you can generate, like, pretty sure about 1,000 gold is, like, an average game. More gold than everybody else. Now, another thing about your barrels, this is kind of a complicated one to explain, but hopefully it's going to be easy to understand. When you put down a barrel and you attack it with your sheen, I believe it still stores the damage. So that means that if you attack somebody with your Q... I'm just going to GP ultimate here, because my GP ultimate is very effective at denying fights like that. But anyways, I was going to say that... because it stores a Sheen proc, that means that if I Q this guy with my Sheen, and then I barrel him, I technically get 2 Sheen procs off, like, instantaneously. You cannot stack Sheen procs, but this has a Sheen inside of it because I auto-attacked it, so it would be most beneficial to Q him and then use this barrel because of the Sheen. But that's, like, advanced stuff. I would say that does not matter in most cases, I think. Damn, what a ridiculous champion that is. Holy crap. Urgot is pretty brain dead, but he got me good. All he did is just, like, run at me. We do scale, so I'm not, like, that worried about dying like that. At least maybe the game will last longer if I die like that, to be honest, because my teammates are popping off really hard. I wasn't trying to die in the first place, but oranges do beat him, but it still drags me towards him. I don't know how the interaction worked, so I was hoping that the interaction would stop me, but it still drags you even if you don't get executed, which is... I did not realize that's how it works. So that's my mistake. When we get more barrels, it'll be easier to, like, not get into scenarios like that. The reason why we lost is because My Q wasn't level 9 yet, so that made it much more difficult to, like, even be able to farm the back wave, because I wanted to be able to do something like that. So I got myself killed because I am inexperienced in something like that. Another thing to know, if you want to become good at GP, is that there's a way to chain your barrels. You can use your barrels as they're going off. One trick is that if you have a barrel at max distance and you Q it, you can put down another barrel as it's going. It has a rhythm to it, but your Q has to be max range no matter what. There is nothing else you can do. It has to be max range. Anyways, we need enough CDR to make it so we have our barrels all the time, otherwise it's difficult to fight people. If Urgot ever flips me, you just lose. That's kind of how it works. My jungle Kha'Zix is freaking ridiculously OP. Nice kill. So we'll just farm from far away. I mean, I'm not going to try to fight this guy ever. Damn, dude, you're just gonna run at me and that actually works, huh? If he ulties me, I'll just, like, be whatever about it. I mean, this guy clearly just loves going for me all the time for some reason. Did I ever never eat an orange when he killed me last time? I'll eat one now, just in case. But, GP becomes broken when you get to, like, 75% crit, in my opinion. Because at 50% crit, it's just luck-based. At least 75%, if you land a barrel inside of a big team fight, your crits are so much because if you go, like, Last Whisper, then obviously that allows you to do some pretty incredible stuff with being able to do an AoE massive hit while ignoring a ton of armor. You already ignore 40%, right? I mean, that's already OP. I'm just going to Q him for a little bit of damage, get my first strike going. And then we just put down a barrel here, and boom. We get all those minions plus 35 gold for it. I've generated 400 gold just from doing nothing. The biggest thing is just having my barrels all the time, but I just never do. But yeah, if you ever want to fight people that are, like, bruisery, because I clearly can't one-shot this guy yet. I mean, I will be able to eventually try to kite him a bit, but, the goal is have barrels down and reset your passive. That's the most important part. If you can reset your passive over and over again, you can try to kite people, because whenever you auto-attack with your passive, you get bonus movement speed. Whenever you break a barrel, you get bonus movement speed. Whenever you break a barrel, it also slows people by a pretty good amount. A little bit of damage onto him. I'm just going to wait for this to step up. Maybe I could even use my Q more often and just Q 3 times and save my barrel when it's just 3 casters, because that's not really that dangerous to go versus. But anyways, when we're level 13 and we have all of our barrels ready, because we'll have 5 of them, we'll be in a much better position to be able to fight and stuff. I might have gotten myself killed here because of how I played that. That guy needed to kill him quicker, but sadly, because he flashed away and he wasn't able to one-shot him, he can't save my life. I used my thingy way early, but that's because I was hoping that he could just help me out while I try to use it so I don't get affected by his slow. But that's my fault. I got myself killed. We have no crit or anything. My mistake on getting caught the way that I did. Viego's bot side, they probably are going to kill them? Oh my goodness, is she really out? That was pretty incredible. So, it's already, like, annoying that we died a few times, and you're like, alright, so are you screwed for the rest of the game now? No, not really. Because, once again, your passive sometimes can make up for even when you fall behind. It is difficult to beat bruisers. You actually have to play pretty well, because the thing that you can kill easily is squishies. But as the game continues, we'll eventually have enough barrels that sometimes you can, like, pick people by catching them and slowing them, and then, after you slow them and stuff, you can continue slowing them with other barrel procs. Like, one combo could be land one barrel, and then use E twice to get one near you. Oh, I messed that up. I'm not going to go for it because it's too risky. So if you use your E twice, you can do an auto attack barrel hit. Yeah, but just farm from far away. Dang, I'm actually just dead. Dude, this matchup is actually so much harder than I thought. It's actually so brain dead for Urgot, huh? All he does is just walk at you and just win. But, I mean, it's whatever, we scale. It's my fault. I flashed away so I wouldn't get damaged enough that he could pull me back in, but that's clearly my fault. I think another thing that I made a mistake on is, I think that I've realized that maybe going Swifty Boots early on is way more important than I thought. Because at least then I could maybe run away from him. But because I'm getting myself killed, because I keep on getting caught, because he's faster than me, and just, like, running in a straight line, that's a big deal. So that's my fault. It's okay. I'll try to scale, boys. Sorry that we're losing the game, I guess, for now. I mean, our late game is ridiculous for quite a few of us. Like Vayne, for instance, is another pretty good scaling pick. But I don't want to be losing as hard as I am. I'm not going to, like, say that this is how GP should be played. You should not be dying as much as I am. This guy does have 3 million Urgot points, so he probably knows the matchup like the back of his hand, because it's probably all he plays. And going versus one tricks is difficult, because they have a very good understanding. I got an assist for doing that. I will just continue shoving, because the faster I get to level 13, the more influential I could be inside of teamfights. Until I get to that point, I don't really want to join anything. Damn, Urgot's gonna kill literally everybody, but, I mean, I can't even join in the first place, so... I would never be able to win that fight. We just have to walk away. Not level 13 yet, so our barrels take forever to spawn. That guy's, like, over-leveled because of the mistakes that I've made that set me super far behind. Infinity Edge, second, is probably still going to be purchased instead of LDR because we still have Armor Pen, so I think it's still beneficial to build that stuff. I think. Could be wrong, though. Maybe you do go LDR versus somebody like Urgot earlier on. I'm not really sure. I said that I made the mistake of not buying boots earlier, but I feel like I've already realized that my deaths don't matter as much as it did previously because I've already died a lot, so that's why I'm not still building it. I care more about just becoming stronger. If we do crit, we can clear out entire waves very quickly. We've still generated so much gold that it kind of almost makes up for the amount of deaths that I have in terms of money. You can check brushes using that. He is still in there. You can see that he's literally trying to cheese me because that's the best way to kill me. So I just will walk away and just wait because eventually he will shove. I probably should not touch the wave at all, if anything. Like, I should only, like, last hit and just keep it here because I could otherwise get caught. At least I have this vision here to, like, keep myself somewhat alive. I'm hoping that he doesn't loop behind me. If he does, I'm pretty sure I just die. Seems that I'm okay for now. I'm trying to save enough for a BF sword at this point. Urgot's still bot side. He's building Dead Man's Plate to be able to run me down easier. We'll just let him shove every single time and just only try to farm from far away because we don't want to make that mistake. Getting vision is going to be rough, dude, because you guys have to do it into this really fed Urgot that I fed. Wow, I literally crit. That's crazy. Now our barrels tick down way faster, so it's way easier to do it. I mean, there's no way to walk in, dude. Our Braum can't do anything about it. The guy's, like, way too powerful. Oh no, he's gonna completely give up, maybe? We will see. He doesn't have the mindset that Viego doesn't deserve to win because of how much he's been dominating him. He instead just thinks that it should be on us, okay? The whole team died. I'm coming mid lane to try to farm this somehow. But they might be able to get it right before I get there just because of how easy it is for them to push. So I just landed like good hits onto him. If only the RE Charm landed, I think we maybe could have killed, but it's fine. Mistake. That's what I was talking about with barrel combos. I landed a double barrel, and a single barrel. Later in the game, that would kill somebody, probably. And if you're very fed, it would deal way more damage than just straight up killing somebody. It would, like... I don't even have that much crit chance yet, right? And I didn't crit a single time. I somehow messed up my barrel there. That was the first time that I did that so far, I feel. It's very spooky going side lane if it's just Urgot. I guess everybody else I might be able to beat if I 1v1 them. I have an upgrade. That's my second upgrade. Urgot's topside. He's worth a big amount of gold. My Kha'Zix was able to kill that guy. Viego's trying to trigger our Kha'Zix by typing to him because he knows that he's probably getting dominated, and Viego doing that might tilt our teammate because he's beating him so hard that there should be no reason that he's typing all chat. Wow, I cleared the whole wave because I crit. Lucky. We have generated 900 gold. 900. Pretty big amount. Doing the barrel combo is kind of challenging. You have to be, like, close enough, too. Just get some first strike money from that guy. Thank you very much. The faster I can get to, like, 75% crit chance, the faster I can make myself useful to the team. Clearly my laning phase versus Urgot is not good enough. Oh, I am going to lose all my barrels here for sure. We should just back away for a second. Because the Urgot is holding down W, or pressing W one time is like a big issue for me to be able to fight. The reason why I'm joining this is because I think that just being a body, even if I'm not that useful, is more important than anything else. That's why I just joined. I have not used oranges in forever. I'll just do it now to heal myself. You heal for percent missing, so it's barely anything. I also didn't upgrade my item, but that's because I tried to base really fast. We still need 300 gold. If I just do these Krugs and then wait for bot lane to shove back out, I think I could get enough money. When I finish my Infinity Edge, I can probably group up and be useful to the team. Xayah is really fed and she has 3 items. Oh, my team's gonna fight without me. There's no reason to honestly fight, but here they go, I guess. Oh, Kha'Zix. I didn't crit, so no damage. Oh, I'm just dead because I get hit. Nice. Well, my teammates decided to fight. Unlucky. I try to come over to assist. I get myself killed for trying to assist when I guess I just should not do anything there, except for just flash away from the initial Braum. I tried to use the oranges to make it so the Braum wouldn't slow me with the Q when he got a reset on my teammate. But I don't know what my team was doing in the first place to get caught like that. At least I have my items. I just want to fight as a team one single time now. That's all that matters. Also, Lord Doms, when I finish that, will be huge as well. Urgot is worth 1k, bro. That guy is honestly still pretty killable, too. The RE Charm missing is really bad. It's okay, though. 1 RE Charm is all we need for the later stages. I have my R. I'm gonna buy blue trinket. I do not have TP, so going bot side probably is not the best. We'll just go top lane and farm this for now, and then immediately group. I only shove side lanes and then group with the team at this point and just look for barrel plays. I finally have enough crit chance I could probably do quite a bit. I don't care about getting the cannon because I don't want to get cut off. Because the enemy team is like grouping together right now to get vision control and stuff. Massive crit onto like multiple people there. I messed that up, but that's okay. Yep, she hit my barrels. That ruined the fight. But, I mean, we managed to at least get them off of the Baron. If only I didn't mess up that one single time. But see how one single barrel combo can change an entire team fight? I got a huge hit. And that's what enabled us to almost be able to win that if I was just able to combo one more time. I honestly think that we don't do this very easily, but we can try, I guess. Like, even, like, Urgot coming in seems... nice. Massive shutdown. I don't have enough barrels. I only have one. Dude, you have to walk in, bro. Like, be my freaking eyes, man. I didn't crit there? What? Is he really in that corner? Like, can you walk up, dude? Like, can you give me vision? Like, I don't know why she's so scared. I am quite low, and I don't want to have him reset off of me. You have, like, so much more health, dude. That's what, like, what I'm waiting for her to do, because then I can Q from far away and crit him. I'm not going to step up towards him and, like, accidentally make him get a reset and then you die, too. Oh, well, whatever. Why am I so unlucky with my crits? 75% chance, bro. My god. What is going on with my crits? Oh, wait, it's not 75%, it's 50. Alright, never mind. We are very lucky this game. I take it back, guys. We are the luckiest person alive for how many crits I get. Oh, no. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. There's an Urgot. I have to be grouped with the team, probably. That Thresh just made a huge mistake. That was, like, really bad by him to go that deep. This is too difficult with his W proc, so I'm just not going to go for him just yet. Dude. And I mess up that one? Well... yeah, I guess my bad. It's my fault. But I also don't know why we kept on walking into them. Xayah likes people walking into them. We can just go for Soul instead. Yeah, I mean, I'm on Kazus' side. There was no reason for the rest of the team to continue chasing. I just followed up because you can't just, like, leave your teammates to let them die the way that they did. Because maybe you can do something to, like, save them. Of course, I couldn't because they died way too fast. But that was, like, super grief, because we got a free kill onto Thresh. Now we can just start it, let them walk into us. That's how I want them to play the same way into me, because it's easier to land barrels while they walk into us, rather than us walking into them, because that's a more complicated GP, like, play style. Also, I'm never eating oranges, huh? How many have I missed? Well, at least they only have 2. Let me buy a Crit Cloak to make it so I have like 90% chance. Also, I can fully buy my last upgrade too. The last upgrade is movement speed for your whole team that's around your ult. My ultimate does 1200? Wow. I could ulti this guy, but it seems like she's already dead, and I don't really want to waste it for a kill that looks like it's not possible to escape from. So that's why I'm not doing anything about it. You can initiate with your ultimate sometimes if you want to slow down the enemy and then try to chase them through, like, just putting barrels down. So hopefully we can do that this game as well. I have just as many items as Urgot. In fact, I have more probably gold earned at this point because... Let me check how much gold I've earned. $1,400. Almost 1,500 gold earned. That's like 5 kills, dude. Like, what? That's so much gold. So I slow him down to make it so my barrels maybe can land, but I was hoping that Ahri would also, like, try to do something there. But instead, she just got caught immediately, huh? What? Whose TP is this? Okay, well that did, like, 1,300 damage. What? What? 1,000 damage, but I still don't have any barrels left. I can't... Oh, wait, no, that did hit. Just kidding. Yeah, so, like, the thing is that, as the game continues, once I finally get, like, online with the crit chance, I just did, like, half of Urgot's HP. I know he has Steric, so he has more HP than that. And we can do a ton. Also, oranges. Sorry, I'm really bad with the oranges, huh? I'd be less upset, or I mean, I would probably be able to do the orange stuff more often if I wasn't having a terrible game. But because I'm playing poorly, I'm, like, trying to, like, make myself useful because it really sucks playing poorly. I'm feeling like you're the liability for the team, so I'm trying to make less mistakes because of that. So I can go this item next to make it so I'd have 100% crit chance and we hit really hard and stuff. I did use my flash, which is a bummer, but I tried to get on top of Xayah so I could just, like, finish her off. In the previous seasons, when you got this fed, you would just one-tap people with your barrels. It's not like that anymore. I'll eat another orange, because maybe I missed out, too. GP, I mean, Urgot's still pushing. What I'm trying to do is just be annoying to them, because the Kha'Zix is just trying to do that, and I was hoping that I could, like, assist them. Because I was hoping that they could duo it, but I guess they can't. So I just waste my ult. Bummer. Also, I was trying to slow down multiple people to see if I could pick them with my barrels, because that's a good way of doing it. That almost landed. That was so freaking close. If I land that, it hits so hard, bro. All I need is one barrel combo, but it's difficult to do. I guess we just lose it. There's no way to walk in, really. Like, it's so difficult to walk in ever. I need to just land one single hit, man. Like, why? That was... I actually did the tech correctly, too, but the thing is that all that happened there was, the Viego used his W to escape. I don't have my ultimate, so we should just chill. Also, waiting for barrels is normally kind of important, too. Rebarrel? What? I'm getting frustrated. This fight doesn't seem good at all. I don't know why they're trying to fight this that way. That's so grief. Like, what was the point of that? I do not understand it. Yeah, I didn't land shit, so... There's nothing that we can do, just back away, dude. No barrels, no win. Have to admit, movement speed seems pretty OP versus GP. That guy got caught by Vayne, plus also caught by GP ultimate, but because he has Swifties plus U-moves plus Deadmans, it doesn't even slow him whatsoever. Anyways, the only way that we should fight every single time is nobody gets caught and people poke in the beginning, because our team comp, like how we initiate, is terrible. I think that it could be really good if Kha'Zix can ever land W onto them, but that's like another big thing that we need to play around. Ari's trying to go for like a pick. If I get caught, I don't have flash. There's also no reason for me to like do anything besides I can like try to get, I guess, gold just to buy another item. I don't know. No barrels, no wins, guys. How you can start it off always is when they're pushing, if you can hit the 2-barrel combo, it sometimes catches them off guard, and then you use your flash afterwards. Are they really not going to push with Baron? Are they that scared? That is kind of ridiculous that they are that spooked. I'm hoping that my ultimate can help out a little bit with killing that guy. That guy is just split pushing, and that's like a really bad way to play the game if you don't know where everybody is, and they don't. The only thing that should happen now is we just try to defend, like, the turrets that we can. I just half-life that guy. I just hit Xayah, but it did not kill. If we, for some reason, lose this, it's because our teammate just made a huge mistake on that. I just killed another person. Xayah's still going hard. Xayah got CC'd. That's huge. I can try to push to end. I ate another orange. So I landed one single barrel onto Viego. That's it. The game's not over. There's no way that it's over. I'm eating so many oranges right now. 1 second. I think that we can still lose this really easily. Because the thing is that this Urgot, I think, can stop us. Bro, he really wants us to try to end this. Just end. I got a crazy barrel combo. It did crazy amounts of damage. Eat an orange at the end. Yep. Eat like a few oranges, bro. Okay. So GG. Kha'Zix was annoying and toxic, but that guy is quite good at the game. And he's toxic by just calling people bad. So honestly, I don't really care about that. I made a lot of mistakes that game, but I'm glad in the end, we got to a point where finally my damage was enough to showcase how crazy GP is late game. And that's all that really happened, right? We just land a good barrel combo onto people, use your ultimate, try to combo them. The Urgot was the best example of how you kill people if you ever go side lane and 1v1 them. If you ever want to know how to 1v1 people, you have to do like barrel, hit them, they get slowed, ultimate, barrel, like hit them again, barrel again. So like you do like 2-barrel combo to slow twice and then like 1 barrel at the end or whatever. But that's the way that you kill people in the later stages, because you're not going to one-tap anybody, but you can at least get massive chunks off, even on the really tanky armor guys. So anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry that I suck at GP, but hopefully you guys have a firm grasp of how to play him now. So see you guys later. Peace out. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next game. We are playing some Kogmaw, AP Kogmaw mid lane. We have the Pugmaw skin because they told me to play Pugmaw AP mid lane, while also sometimes occasionally just saying a random Pug fact. So we're going to be attempting that this game. We're versus Katarina, which is pretty challenging. Kogmaw AP is about doing long range poke, For the early game, all you have to do is just try to land your E onto them. The mana cost of your E is extremely inexpensive. In fact, all of Kogmaw's abilities are pretty inexpensive. So you want to try to just land some hits onto them. Sometimes you take Comet. I'm a big Phase Rush enjoyer on Kogmaw, so that's why I have it. We do have auto attack damage, so remember that your W does deal a lot. I feel like Kogmaw should always be played as a bully during the early game versus many picks, because your E being such a quick ability normally should land onto the opponent pretty often, and even with just Scorch, it chunks pretty well, and that's what we want to be doing. It also slows them as well, and when it slows them, you can then get auto attacks onto them pretty easily, so that's another big part of playing him. So I'm going to auto attack right there, just one hit. If you guys didn't know, one of the first pug facts we can say is that I had a pug. In fact, my Discord icon is literally my pug. Her name was Ruby, and that was my first dog, so... Ruby the pug. We do have Exhaust versus Katarina, which will make us beat her. If she ever tries to fight us, we'll just win. You see how she's already chunked and I'm, like, not even harassing that much, besides just occasionally a couple auto attacks with W. What your Q does is that it is a projectile, but it only throws one. So the idea behind that is to always try to just hit it when they're, like, on top of you. You can sometimes chuck it from far away and, like, try to do, like, a unique play. Like right here, I just predicted that. She's just dead. Because I just exhausted her and I have Phase Rush, so I just walk and just auto attack her down and she just dies because my champion is ridiculous. But what's also interesting about pugs is that Buddhist monks used to keep them as pets. We know that pugs have existed since like 400 BC, making them one of the oldest dog breeds around, which is very interesting. I did not know that they're one of the oldest dog breeds. I wonder what some of the other ones are too. Unfortunately, I don't have those facts. We only have pug facts, but some people even say that it was like 1600 BC, not even 400. It seems that the 400 is like the confirmed, and then the 1600 is like maybe type deal. So we aren't like 100% sure on that. I will die here. We don't have a teammate to help us, but we did get another kill, which is massive. So we can buy our last chapter for the early game. Kogmaw does have mana issues, and one of his main damages is actually from his R. But as I mentioned earlier, you should always consider AP Kogmaw, in my opinion, a lane bully. You should be able to beat people because being able to slow and auto attack is broken as heck. Your W does crazy amounts of damage, even when you don't have points inside of it. But Kogmaw is like kind of a sniper pick. So you try to hit them from really far away. And that's what your ultimate does. Your ultimate doesn't really deal that much. Kogmaw's AP ratios are okay. They're not insane. Like 65% on the E, 80% on the Q. The Q also shreds armor and magic resist a little bit. The main thing is to... I'll walk on your dagger. I don't really care. If she takes that dagger, I would hit her so hard. So I don't really mind that. Your mana cost on your ultimate is low, but it goes up every single cast. So the idea is you try to only occasionally hit them a little bit. Take it. Because if you take it, then I gotta do trades like that. I might be screwed, though, because I don't know if I could run away from this guy because of how slow I am. If I do try to run away from him, the probably only way I can do it would be killing Katarina, but even then it's just too challenging. They want to camp me hard because they know that they need the assistance against Kogmaw, because Kogmaw is a pretty threatening pick. If you just leave me alone, I'm going to continue solo killing this guy over and over again, if you know what you're doing. But did you guys also know that pugs were bred to be lapdogs? I feel like a lot of people know that, but that's why they don't really need much exercise. Some dog breeds are bred to be doing different things. A lot of toy breeds are normally aimed to be lapdogs. Of course, there are some that like get rats and stuff, but pugs were trying to be that. Now, this one I am surprised about. If you guys didn't know, it almost sounds like not even true. Nice. I don't think that we can get them, can we? I'm gonna continue chasing, I don't care. I mean... The thing is that Kogmaw is so good at long range, so if, for some reason, there are low people scared underneath a turret, you should always go try to do it if you're in the area, because you can only dodge so many ultimates. So our ultimate cost, as you can see, it costs only 40, and it's long range AoE. It does bonus damage based off of if they're low, and it has to be at that threshold. It isn't just like, if they're at 50%, it deals more. They have to be below 40%, and then it doubles the damage. So until they are below 40%, it only hits for like 100, which is barely anything. As you can see, it only hit 100 onto her, exactly. And then each mana cost increases it by 40. So it went from 40 to 80 to 120. So we only want to do it occasionally. A lot of people buy tier to make it so Kogmaw can do it more often. But I'm actually a big fan of trying to go tierless builds. Also, I have exhaust still, so I'm not too scared about her playing that aggressive onto me. Anyways, the thing that I was going to say that sounds like a weird fact that I almost doesn't even sound true is it says that their faces are a badge of honor, and their wrinkled faces were because Chinese breeders purposely bred them to make it so it looked like the wrinkles would show a pattern that resembled saying Prince on their wrinkles, because their wrinkles normally also are like a different color. So it also like even shows up more dark, almost as if it is a character on their head. So that's a pretty interesting one. We do have our Malignance. Malignance, honestly, is pretty uncommon. I would say that normally you go for the Archangels, but in our case, this seems like a Katarina crazy reset fight, so I'm not going to help out. I'm not going to be able to kill Janna, am I? Even if I hit everything here, it's not going to work, so I'm just going to back away. Their champions are so freaking ridiculous when they are all grouped like that, and I do not want to be part of it. We're just going to look to do a base here, probably. Katarina and Master Yi both are, like, reset champions, so together, inside of teamfights, if they work together, they are very scary. I'm going to miss that cannon because, sadly, I don't have any abilities to cast. Our CS per minute's way better than this guy, so that's good. We also have the Malignance purchase, which is going to be insane for us. So once again, I'm going to try going tierless Kogmaw. So our mana pool is much smaller, but we do have Presence of Mind, and Presence of Mind will allow us to have takedowns restore mana. And that will help out a bit with that type of thing. The items that you want to go for Kogmaw normally would be either burn build. For instance, another thing besides Malignance would be like Blackfire Torch is pretty good. And then I like going penetration items. Shadow Flame, Storm Surge, both give like pen. I don't know how you guys expect me to stop the really fed Master Yi from just like being there. Just tiny poke. Land one ultimate, back away. Wait for the ultimate to make it so it's more spammable again. Our range increases on our ultimate substantially as you get more levels. So I just auto-attacked her to death. You saw how she was juking? She's juking because if you get hit by Kogmaw's R, it does a lot of damage if you're low, but you should never only fight with your ultimate, because a lot of times people will sidestep really hard to try to juke your very easy to dodge ultimate because it takes forever for it to drop, and because of that, you can then hit them by just using auto attacks or other abilities. Think of your ultimate not as a damage tool all the time, but rather a way to also cause them to not have a good way of running away over and over again. So that's something else. Another thing is that Napoleon's wife, Josephine, also used a pug to deliver messages to her family when she was imprisoned, which also just does not even sound true, because, I mean, just imagine a pug trying to deliver messages. Pugs are very tiny. I would never imagine a pug being able to do something like that, but hey, maybe it's true. Sounds kind of ridiculous to use a pug as a messenger dog, because I feel like other dog breeds would be more superior to that type of thing. But hey, I mean, if it says that it's true, then I guess it is. She is trying to ulti me, but guess what? I have Exhaust. We took Exhaust because we know Katarina is a melee champion that destroys champions like mine if they get on top of you. Another thing about Kogmaw is that I really like having Ghost. But if I'm versus something as assassin-heavy as Master Yi and Katarina, I'm going to be instead trying Exhaust, because if I can successfully do what I just did there, I can fight them a lot easier. So I do it on purpose. If Master Yi ganks me, I'm pretty sure I just die. But I see him topside, so I should be okay to just walk away after I hit the turret a little bit. The reason why Master Yi can kill me easily is because Master Yi, his ultimate prevents slows, and my E is my only tool to keep myself alive. So technically, if anybody can just get on top of me with no way to get slowed, I'm just screwed. Wow, that was close. So you see how she's sidestepping a bunch? That allowed me to land my Q. We're always weaving in other abilities occasionally, because if you hit the other abilities, it does just as much damage as your ultimate. In fact, you can see that my Q actually deals probably more damage because it also shreds armor and magic resist, unlike my R. So 319 versus 309. So base damages are very important for Kogmaw, meaning that your level 16 and level 11 spikes are very important compared to some other picks, because some champions' ultimates, especially with Kogmaw and AP Kogmaw, is kind of your main damage tool. A lot of times ultimates are very effective with every single pick, but we're a bit different than that. Our ultimate could be used to poke, and until the base damage is higher and the range is higher, it's just not as effective as a tool. So that's why it's really important to be at those spike points and stuff. Unfortunately, I feel like Katarina's going to rotate bot lane and kill my teammates here, but I can't really prevent that. Oh, he managed to survive for now. I don't know why I put a ward in here when there's already a pink ward. Am I going to walk into Master Yi and die? Oh my god, that's so scary when I was doing that. But he's mid. We see him. We might even just lose our full turret here because of where I went, because he might be able to just shove out. Oh wow, he's not going for it. Interesting. So we will just shove in bot lane then. I do not want to run into him because that'd be like super bad. So my ultimate range is ridiculous, as you can see. Your ultimate does reveal people, so that's why I'm like using it to see if I could find anybody. Enemy team comp is pretty damn good against my pick, sadly. So good luck to us being able to carry this game. Fighting a Vladimir is really hard as my pick. We can farm it from far away at least. Rylai's is pretty nice for Kogmaw because when you land a slow on somebody with your ultimate, you can continue like landing more and more of them. They just did Rift Herald. She juked my ability. We throw a Q. If it misses, we back away because we just don't have a big enough mana pool. We have our Varus just sitting mid lane now. Ah, me missing that was such a big deal, dude. If she tries to arrow me, I'll just exhaust, but if she's not going to arrow me, there's no reason. We just chuck one ultimate, that's it. I feel like fighting this seems really challenging. I'm surprised how we're even rotating to attempt to fight, because they have such an easy team comp to play with. We don't really think that we can do this, right? Oh, you stole it. Nice. I mean, I guess that's okay. It's just that I feel like stealing it isn't really that crazy of a thing to do. That guy should have definitely been punished for that, but whatever. That guy thankfully overextended and died. If she jumps on my teammate, it's better than jumping on me, because then I can try to fight her. If Varus can survive just a tad longer, I'm going to be the one that maybe dies, because I can't get enough healing fast enough, probably. She just ignited the wrong target, so I live. Thank God. I was hoping my Varus was going to get engaged on, but he didn't, so that's what made the fight kind of awkward for me. I almost got myself killed because I walked straight into her. That's my fault for being so close. I could technically build a Ludens just to increase my mana pool further. I have tried that build path before, but I'm going to try out going something different and just more aggressive. A bunch of flat pen, so I hit really hard when I do hit. Let's test that out. That Vladimir is worth a ridiculous amount of gold. Yeah, I'm coming mid lane right now. Okay, never mind. The Varus is not rotating. He just got blue buff, so I'll just go bot lane then. Alright, cool. Another thing was in the Netherlands in the 1572, a famous pug named Pompey famously saved his parent William, the Silent, Prince of Orange, from Spanish assassins by barking them awake. So that was another cool thing. So she dies very quickly, as you can see, right? And this is when you start chucking your ultimate, because you see, she's juking so hard, she has to walk back into my teammate. That's the real benefit. You're not supposed to land every single ultimate, because Kogmaw sucks with his ult. Because it's so slow to hit people. Also, I think we're gonna get ganked by freaking Master Yi, but I guess we do have Sona ultimate to maybe do something about it. Nah, this is such a bad fight. I mean, my damage is good. As you can see, I can almost, like, kite him out a little bit. I didn't chuck more at Janna because I know that I'm not going to throw it at somebody that I feel like I can never land it on, because it's just super unreliable. Still, like, decent fights, though. Feel like we're getting decent pressure. I wish that I had blue buff that Varus didn't take it, but that's not something that I can really change. Ooh. I managed it, Katarina again, big damage. My Q almost landed. I can't step up because I'll die. But that's what I'm talking about. If you ever land an Eon to somebody and just barely slow them, the damage that you pump out is so fast, and you can just kill, like, the squishies very, very, very quickly. Now, if you're versus tankier people, how do you kill them? You have to normally build Liandries. If I'm versus tanks, then you build Liandries to be able to burn them. I won't be able to get that cannon. It's not possible. That's okay, though. If Massey just goes behind me and Qs me, I feel like I just die. I don't even think that there's a way that I can survive. My champion is so trash at peeling. Yeah, Janna's too quick, but my team managed to get nice stuff going for themselves for that. What's another pug fact? If you guys don't know, there's a pug called a retro pug that has more of a snout, because I know pugs have health issues with their snouts being very smushed. And retro pug apparently is more like the old school pug. If you've never looked those up, they're like a different type. There's less health issues, but still kind of have that pug vibe to it. So they're pretty cool. Dragon is coming up. I guess I'll just stick around, screw it. I mean, my purchase isn't that crazy. It's not like I'm on a fully completed buy or anything. I want to poke before the fight starts. Ooh. Oh, that seems bad. Oh, I one-shot her because my teammate was able to assist there. Killed the other person, too. Really? I can't land anything. Wow. Damn, I suck. I mean, it is pretty unreliable landing it. Oh. I think I just made it so she dies, right? No? Oh, she does not, because my teammate is dying over there. Where did she just Shunpo to? Damn, that healing was freaking OP. What the hell, dude? This is why blue buff is so damn important, by the way. What? Why is she walking in? Alright, we're just gonna let that guy die. I don't know what the hell that guy is trying to attempt, bro. He is one, but I have no mana again. Yeah, that didn't hit her to the damage point that I needed. Janna's, again, just too quick. Thank God I have blue buff all the time, though. We're not even level 16 yet, either. Level 16 spike is way too important. Dude, everybody has, like, flash and stuff. It's just so frustrating. Nice. Got him. Okay, I will have my true damage, but... What is Janna movement speed, dude? Dang, my whole team died because I died. My bad. I am kind of like the most fed on the team. I've been performing pretty well. We might lose Baron off that, I guess. Because I've been making sure that we kite back pretty okay, because that's really the only way you can play Kogmaw. You never want to fight them in a fight where they can get on top of you, because you just instantly die if you do. Not bad, though. We'll take it. Not a bad fight at all. We might get some comments. Oh my god, watching Pugmaw is so painful. He misses so many of his R's. Like, whenever I play Kogmaw, I land them all the time. Well, it's probably because you're not playing inside of, like, Diamond Elo. So just be aware. There's a reason why nobody plays AP Kogmaw realistically. It's because your ultimate literally sucks ass. If you landed onto somebody and they are, like, far away from you and they had room to dodge, it's because they suck. You should not be able to land your abilities ever onto anybody realistic. That's why this pick is pretty difficult to play. But some people always feel the need to be like, oh my god, Pugmaw sucks at skill shots. Even though my whole entire champion pool is based around skill shot champions, and that's what I enjoy playing. I really enjoy playing AP Kogmaw too. It is fun. I wish he was more viable. If you look up his win rate mid lane, it's like 44%. It's awful. His win rate is terrible. And that's because of how challenging it is to play. Especially because now they're starting to build a bunch of magic resist too, so my damage is going to become even worse. Once I get my Void Staff, we'll be good to go. I think that they might just get Baron, but I mean, I feel like it would be difficult for us to stop in the first place, so whatever. Yeah. Sadly, nothing we can really do. We don't have CC, so we'll just lose Baron. We were lucky in the first place that we were winning the game. I guess one single death from me is literally the reason why we started losing, because I can't ever make mistakes. Dang, barrier, heal, everything. You guys managed to get me. I got her, this thingy. Played too far up alone there, which is my fault. Void Staff still needs to be completed. We have to go Void Staff, in my opinion, instead of Crit Bloom, because getting bonus CDR isn't that important. The most important thing is just getting a huge amount of pen. Because, we need our damage to hit hard. I mean, we have 48 flat pens, so when I finish this Void Staff, I will, thankfully, I believe, still get through quite a bit of it, so I can still hit pretty hard. Also, if I land my Q, we do shred armor magic resist as well. But winning the game is still going to be tough. We'll see if we can maybe win through level 16 spike. Level 16 spike for Kogmaw, your ultimate range increases again. And of course, that's like already pretty substantial. So it becomes really ridiculous. They might just try to arrow, of course. Wow, they are arrowing onto her now. That person dies immediately. I got level 16 off that. I'm gonna run out of mana, and then once I do, then we're just screwed. There's literally no way to win the fight now. So, the game's just over, but that's how AP Kogmaw goes. So they're just gonna end the game. I'm gonna vote yes because there is no way to stop it. So that was AP Kogmaw. Literally every single person on my team seems to have lost pretty hard, and they also have a way better team comp. Because Master Yi is OP against my pick. Unfortunate that they picked something like that. But if my team was a little bit stronger, we probably still could have won the game, I guess. Just a tad. Oh, they can't end? Well, we'll see if my team just votes yes or not. Because I already voted yes. We're still only one dragon away from getting sold, but there's just no way to realistically fight these guys because we have to, like, try to front to back, but front to back sucks. So I would say the only way to win is that I have to land a huge amount of poke before the fight even starts. And I still feel like that's, like, very difficult to do ever. Because they have such a straightforward engage with Ash Arrow and is running at us. Janna is OP as hell for, she gives her teammates movement speed too, just being in the area around her. So that makes me even weaker because my champion sucks at landing skill shots since it's so delayed. So our only hope is just getting lucky with, like, poking somebody beforehand. Like, even Ashe died fast, but it doesn't even matter because even though Ashe died, nothing really benefits from that. They will maybe just run it down mid, and we'll see. Still, my poke is pretty bad because so many people have magic resist. Crowd controlling Master Yi would also be like another huge play for us to make, but that's still also very challenging for us to do as a team. So you see how he just juked super hard to the point that, like, he had to walk back into us? That's the only way you can technically play the game ever. And even then, because he has summoners, we still can't get him. And he has Zhonya's. So we play it technically how you're supposed to. He jukes back into us, and we still can't even kill him. It's just so sad how difficult it is to play. The only thing we could try to do is probably defend bot. And even then, like, that guy still didn't die forever. So, not much that we can really do about that. Disastrously bad team comp. We're gonna get triple inhibbed. If they can somehow defend this, that's awesome, but they probably won't because I think that is just too difficult. Oh! I mean, she landed a good ultimate, but who's gonna be able to follow it up, right? As you can see, the damage just isn't there. Even if she lands a bunch of hits onto them, it doesn't do anything. Oh, this Sona ultimate was so good. And she still gets a triple kill, even though she's stunned underneath turret with no Zanyas, man. Like, how frustrating is that to watch? Well, oh well, I tried. It's just way too difficult to carry with this pick. GG. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you still enjoyed it. Could have been a free win if we'd had, like, probably if I just swap with, like, my top laner turns into their Vlad, or if I had Master Yi instead of Diana. Those two picks would probably just win us the game. But because I don't have those picks on my team, I automatically lose. With how far behind we were. What I'm trying to say is, in this game, we fell behind, right? As a team. My team did, I didn't. But we could win still, even though my team is behind with those picks. Otherwise, this game was winnable if my team never fell behind. So I'm only talking the state of, like, who do I need to win if we are behind? Those two picks is who I would need. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next game. We are playing some Malzahar Jungle. Somebody told me to go with the first clear is terrible, and then going forwards, it gets better and better. My E does 80 damage, and my Q does 70, but the cooldown is different. And I feel like the cooldown of my Q is better than anything else, so that's why I'm going to go for this instead. It's going to take forever to, like, do this during the early game, but the once you get your Voidlings, it becomes a lot easier. So that's why I'm, like, trying to do this quickly. I guess if I started my other ability, I could have had Voidlings for this other camp, but I just feel like I could maybe do this without maybe taking too much, because I can, like, kite around. Because you can kind of kite golems easier than some of the other camps, because they're kind of slow. The reason why I'm not using my Q here is because my Q is an AoE silence, but it will reapply my E. The reason why I use my E is I got scared that last one would run away. I know that's gonna maybe mess this up. It looked like I was super low at the beginning, but as you can see now, it's kind of chill. We get all these super low. What's going to be super convenient about this is eventually our Voidlings will be able to kill stuff pretty quickly. We saw that he's doing his camps and going topside as well, so this is going to end up pretty bad. When we spawn our Voidlings, we spawn Voidlings depending on how many abilities we cast before spawning them. But as you can see now, I can kind of get away with just having my Voidlings tank it, and they just do it, and then I just, like, walk to the next camp and start doing it. So it becomes easier as I get more levels. Right now, I can put down more Voidlings again so they tank for me, use my Q to make it so it will reapply my E. My Voidlings are still dealing some pretty incredible damage here. I can maybe try to contest this, but I'm not going to be level 4. I do have Smite, though. So I got Scuttle Crab before him. Did he just reset? Like, why is he not here? I literally got the Scuttle Crab and he didn't? Like, where is he? Is he, like, behind my teammate? No? Where on earth is this Echo? See how I can leave the camp and let them kill it? That's like so nice. Bro, really? We can't get this guy? Oh, that silence could have been huge, but we got his flash, which is still big. Oh, nice. Okay, that's okay. And we landed our proc onto him for even more damage. Not bad. My teammate has TP, so he can just TP back. We're looking good. Also, bot lane Scuttlecrab is still up because for some reason Echo is like doing his top side. I don't know why. Oh, he already based. That's why. But the thing is that this bot Scuttlecrab is still up, so I'm gonna go take that instead. Wait, it's down. Okay, I don't know how to track jungle very well. What the hell was his... Okay, I'm just confused. Well, since I'm still on the map, I'm just gonna do this. Unfortunately, because I messed up, like, where I was, because I thought the bot scuttle was up, this is gonna make my buy, like, a lot weirder, because I would be able to clear pretty quickly with building the burn item, because the burn item is really effective against jungle camps. Also, all these are, like, not dying, sadly. You don't need a full clear camp for it to work the way that it will, like, fully reset, though, so that's still fine. After I clear this out, we're just going to reset. In fact, I think I could just reset right now, because I think the rest of it will probably die. Oh, nice. I didn't get stopped. I got worried for a second that I was going to. Not bad, dude. I think Liandry's will deal more damage than anything else, but the other one does give me more CDR. Malzahar scales pretty well because as the game continues, Malzahar Q is a 2-second AoE silence on a low cooldown. So as the game continues, we can start doing some pretty incredible stuff with that. Also, I want to go to the Scuttlecrab if possible. I'm hoping that my Voidlings just kill that, and then that will, like, go to the next ones. He's going for it right now, but I don't think I could get there fast enough. He might be able to clear before I get there. Oh, no, he can't. Oh, this is a really good fight for us, is it not? Like... He's dead. I will probably die here too, but I mean, oh well, I guess. There's no way for me to really leave. Maybe Samira gets another kill though, and that resets her. Oh, okay, nice. But she unfortunately is versus level 6 Zed who just leveled up. I mean, this isn't that bad for me though, at least. I mean, also, my bot lane was losing previously. Samira, for instance... Oh, Rel got that guy too. Samira was 0-2 before this fight. And Rel was 0-2 as well. How does Mal's clear? My Voidlings tank everything, bro. My Voidlings tank. Oh no. It's gonna reset. No! Man, you freaking Voidlings. Letting it reset like that. The Scuttlecrab maybe is still up. I have my ult. Coming in behind them. I'm so dead here. But I managed to sacrifice my life for a kill, which is definitely not worth it. I was trying to... I barely backstepped out with one right click, but that still got me killed, which is sad. Oh, nice outplay topside. So I'm just going to finish this Blackfire Torch because even though Liandry's probably does way more damage, I would rather have CDR, I think. I think that the CDR will be very beneficial for me. I'm gonna do my Raptors and then topside and skip Krugs because I don't want him to do this. So I'm hoping that I can, like, quickly do this because of my burn. I hope. Like, I'm just gonna put it onto the big one and then just leave. Dang, my Voidlings are so stupid. I hate them, actually. Well, I guess I'll just walk over here even though I don't have my, thing. Oh. I managed to silence him at least, but I'm pretty sure I'm just screwed here, huh? This is literally 4 people. If Morgana did that on purpose, by the way, and pretended that she didn't see me, that was well done by her, because that's the only reason why I stepped up in the first place, thinking that I wouldn't be able to get caught the way that I did, but that's my fault for going too deep. Maybe I lose my entire top side because nobody really seems to also want to be, like, defending my stuff. But hey, I'm the person who got myself killed in the beginning, so who cares? It's only my responsibility to keep my own camps alive and stuff. Damn, Echo's starting to get strong because of all these kills. Yeah, he did take all my stuff. That's so frustrating that I lost it just because of doing a stupid play like that. Oh well. I probably should never kill the small ones. I don't know why I keep on hitting the small ones for some reason. If I ulti this guy, I feel like it's not that good for me, so... I'm gonna die here 100%. There's so many people around us, bro. The Aatrox was here as well. Thankfully, I have my item, though. Wow, he really followed him back. That's so sad to watch. Looks like he might be able to get him, though. Yep, nice shutdown. Sylas is a pretty ridiculous pick if he can land his knock-up, like, at when Echo's super chunked. I do want to make sure that we get an objective somehow. Our scaling is good enough that I do believe Echo scaling is really strong, but I think my champion is very good against some of their picks, because we just have a press R and you will die type of fight. So our KDA looking bad? Yeah, it does, but that doesn't matter. KDA doesn't matter. What matters is getting the dub. And my champion, like, is Malzahar supposed to be 5-2, like Echo during the early game? Probably never, right? That just sounds weird to say out loud. I also should buy Sweeper because I feel like everything is warded in my jungle, and that's a problem. Ooh, does Morgana die here? Oh, no, she probably does not. I don't have my ultimate just yet. I wish I did. I think Zed is also rotating down, so this is, like, never a fight that we can take. Damn, we almost killed him, but just sadly, he just barely survives. I could maybe do this dragon, though. I'm hoping that my Voidlings tank first and my passive comes back up, if possible. I got an assist? Why is that? Oh, Zed is rotating down, dude. I have my ultimate, though. Will my teammate be able to help me? Yo, I need help here. Because he's going to ulti me for sure. I don't have my smite for this anymore. I'm just going to drop everything and just leave and just hope my teammates secure it. Then we just back away. That's why I feel like my champion's good against them, because I can just, like, pop everything. So, how Malzahar works is that your Voidlings spawn more Voidlings whenever you use an ability up to 3. So that's why I'm always not just pressing W immediately, because I only can spawn, like, 1 or 2 at a time. I try to always spawn 3. Your Q is a silence, and it reapplies your E if it's still on them. And then your ultimate does the same. So the general combo is that you can sometimes E, Q, and then ulti them to keep them inside of the Q if you want to, like, land full burst. But if you want to have the most consistent damage, you try to land, like, ultimate, and then as they run away from you to survive, they will hopefully get hit by, like, a Q or something to get them. Dang, dude, you died kind of quick. Ooh. And then now Echo's on top of me, too. So Echo literally one-shots me because without my ultimate... Echo's a pretty brain-dead AP assassin pick. Like, if you note it... My lights just flickered, but my computer didn't shut off, and I didn't lose internet. I think I go Ionian Boots, honestly, just so I have more opportunities to continue to just be able to cast my ultimate, because I don't have Ultimate Hunter. I feel like the biggest thing about this game is going to be mostly movement speed and being able to run around. That's why I have Water Walking and Relentless Hunter, because having my ultimate on CD is nice, but being able to even catch up to people to use my Ultimate Hunter in the first place is probably even better. You're silenced, at least. You have your ultimate up. Dang, dude. Well played to you, even though that was, like, a super brain-dead play. I really hate Echo Jungle because I feel like it's not a fair champion whatsoever once he gets a lead. Because how is it fair to 100 to 0 row somebody when, all you're doing is just jumping on top of them and just auto-attacking? That doesn't feel fair at all. But that's okay. We'll just press R on him later, and I do have other teammates around. Echo is good at assassinating people. I'm more of a team fighter in the first place. We are down a significant amount of farm, but the thing that matters the most is just finishing certain item spikes. We also have, like, one dragon, which is pretty sick. Because if I do need time to scale, we'll eventually get to the point where we will be fine. Good job, guys. Let's just put down Voidlings. They should be able to kill the rest, and then I'll just continue farming for now. If Echo finds me, I'm just one-shot. The game state is not really that amazing, but... I think that just dies, right? My CDR is starting to get really low. So I can, like, just leave camps to die. He has Empowered Smite, right? Yeah, he does. And he also has Medjai's as well. So we just need to fight as a team versus him. If he tries to steal this, I just probably press R and no other ability and hope my team can CC him, because my damage isn't the most important thing at this point. What matters is just making it so he can't steal stuff from us. He still has no defensive stuff just yet. I probably want to be helping, like, Silas, because he might be the one that gets engaged on by Echo, too. This one last camp is going to upgrade my jungle item to be the Red Smite, which makes it so it slows. I feel like Echo might jump over a wall somewhere. I don't know how easy it's going to be to, like, realistically get him. I didn't ulti that guy because I was waiting for Echo to come in, because who cares about killing that guy, right? What matters is killing Echo. I'm trying to walk on this on purpose to try to bait them. Wow, she killed and also will survive. That's tragic. And there's no way to really chase the Echo either. This is a bad fight because also Set died too. I mean, my champion is pretty good for A-ramming, but probably not strong enough to be able to, like, crush them. Level 2 ultimate. I feel like we just lose Dragon, but we already got Dragon earlier, so it's probably not that bad to lose it right now. There's a chance that Echo tries to fight me here, and I can't beat him in a 1v1. The Aatrox is the reason why that Echo survived. He's worth such a ridiculous amount, but because Aatrox knocked me up, that cancels my ult, so we just lose. In fact, nobody died for a while. At least Set's maybe gonna kill 1 or 2. The Echo was legitimately 1 HP. But we can't even defend my own jungle because I guess we're losing pretty hard across the whole entire board. It's not just me anymore. The Zed outplay mid lane was pretty disastrous. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if you were going to get that in time, so that's why I used my thing there. Just wait for the scaling, guys. It's still pretty early game. I only have one single item. That looks like it's going to die. I have my Liandry's. I guess I should go get it now, huh? One good team fight to come back. Also, I should buy Sweeper. Because we need to find a pick. I could also commit for Mel, too, if need be. Going for Mel is not bad. Okay, you're dead. Goodbye. Damn, dude. Why did you try fighting that? That sucks. I'm super dead here. Even if I try killing the Echo with my ultimate, nobody's going to be able to assist me because all Smear is doing is trying to get that one kill onto Mel, which is going to make the fight much harder rather than just turning around and playing around me. We're overcommitting so hard, guys, with some of these plays. Like, who cares about trying to go for that guy that hard? Just play around me. We just win if we just play around me, but for some reason, like, the Silas is trying to 1v2 and getting himself killed before anything happens, and then the rest of them are just, like, fighting, too. Like, this is another fight that just doesn't make any sense to me. Hopefully he kills, but it's just, like, so unnecessary to be doing this all the time. We're just giving up random stuff all the time. Because, like, now Echo's so over-leveled because all I'm doing is respawning and dying, trying to salvage fights that shouldn't be done in the first place. I can't neglect my farm. I don't even know if that dies. I mean, I'm on the way, but I'm pretty sure Samir is probably just screwed. Echo damage is just so freaking ridiculous. I'm guessing that maybe this is gone. My shield is about to come back up, which can save my life, and Echo also has no ultimate, so if he does try to fight me, it could be pretty good. I am finally in a position where, like, maybe we can try something. I'm not going to ulti a Zed just yet because nobody else is around me. This is not a good fight. Zed and, like, Mel and Morgana are there, so that's, like, way more numbers than us. See, now this guy has a freaking item, and this is, like, what is the point of... We've missed our opportunities. We had so many where we could try to do something, but people keep dying too quick. And then the fight just gets ruined. So we get that guy's flash at least. We probably can't contest that. It's most likely going to die immediately, so the only thing we can do is just try to shove in mid lane and do something for us. Like, once again, you just fought that guy with no reason whatsoever. He dies finally. Mel is still another 1,000 gold that we have to get somehow. Even if I press E on this guy, it's not going to immediately kill him, so that's why I'm trying to respect him. If that Q landed, that would have killed him, but sadly it missed. That one single Q could have been huge for a shutdown. Tragic that it missed. Rylai's is pretty nice because it slows people down. That's going to be the next buy for us. The game state is way better now, though, for sure. Because at least the Echo died, lost his Magi stacks. Everybody is, like, slowly building some items. Because as Echo, when he gets, like, super fed like this, he can't get much stronger. He's already almost full build. And then everybody else on our team just needs to get to full build, and then we're fine. I was going to be using my smites to clear fast, because I really want to base. Are they going to immediately try to start Baron? Damn, I really want to spend my money, but I guess not, huh? Oh, so many fights that just don't make any sense, man. Like, you guys just get caught non-stop, bro. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, you should, bro. It's pretty lit, at least when your teammates aren't, like, getting themselves killed on repeat, non-stop. There should be no reason for them to be able to initiate as easily as they do every single fight. Like, this doesn't make any sense. We can't stop the Baron. It's already gone. We already know that it will be dead pretty quickly. But at least I finished another item. Like, I've been having a terrible game of deaths, but our team has more deaths than me. It's just like, dude, guys, we need to relax with the, like, constantly getting caught. Nobody's mid right now, so I guess I'll just take the farm. I can start rotating bot side by Mwaya, walk into some people maybe. I do have Rel with me for movement speed though. I just hit somebody with my Q there. I don't want to lose this shield that I have. That guy dies immediately. That's huge for us because Dragon's coming up. Finally a fight where, like, people are, like, somewhat around me so I can just CC that guy endlessly. I had to use my E beforehand to proc his Banshees, though, which is the annoying part. Looks like Samira is most likely just dead. Oh, okay, never mind. She was able to counter it probably with her W. Well played, dude. We just play for Dragon here. Set got 1v1, so that's a lot of pressure topside now, but we just have to do this no matter what and just secure it. So we'll just probably lose inhib, but I mean, there's nothing else we can really do about that. Our team should probably be basing earlier than later. Can't prevent that, though. So it would be cool if we could defend top, if anything. I don't know if we can get there in time. Would be pretty favorable. Okay, they flash. That's good. Just back away. There's no way we can fight now. The Echo's coming and he'll kill all of you guys after you overextend. Don't even have a turret to defend with. Got his Banshees, not that it really matters too much. We at least can wave clear somewhat okay. Echo's just coming in. I probably can't stop him. I can buy a Banshee's Veil if I really want to, or a Zanya's. Zanya's might be more effective because, man, they have multiple 1,000 gold shutdowns. It's been Echo, Zed, and Mel. All three of them had 1,000 gold shutdowns this game, of course. I'm ready for Echo to kill Samira somehow, like he's brush camping, just waiting for me. But instead he sees Samira and kills her instead. And then the whole team just dies before I can even do anything. I managed to survive, though. Somehow Zed also managed to survive, just barely. Samira has freaking 12 deaths, bro. Like, what the heck, dude? How do you guys die so damn much? We were just chilling for a bit. I don't know what even to say about, like, the Samira just constantly getting caught, bro. Not a single time do we get to play together. These guys just are, unfortunately, just uncarryable in terms of, like, not playing as a team. Like, it's okay to fall behind, but can you not make it so I can't play the game whatsoever? Because you're just constantly dying, dude. Whatever. See you guys later. Bye.